What's happening, tabletop gamers? My name is LeunameGames and welcome back to LeunameGames Unboxes. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Archaeology The New Expedition by Phil Walker Harding and published by LeunameGames. Let's go ahead, take a look at the back, and see what this is about. Discover the lost treasures of Egypt and make your fortune. Dig, explore, trade, and sell in this fascinating card game as you attempt to complete and collect valuable artifacts. Sell your collections before they get swept away by sandstorms or stolen by thieves. Explore pyramids, mines, tombs, and more to get your hands on precious treasures. This new edition of Archaeology introduces tents, 6 different monuments to explore, and new artifacts. So this is a card game literally about being an archaeologist. Alrighty then. I've always been a fan of archaeology, well, Hollywood archaeology, but I've enjoyed the original type too. So, with all that said, let's have a look and see what does Archaeology The New Expedition have to offer us. Right off the bat, I can see what the monuments are. Let's go ahead and have a look at them first. So we got these monuments here. I'm assuming this is what you're exploring. We've got a tomb, we've got a buried ruins, we've got a temple, we've got a mine, a sphinx, and of course the Great Pyramids. Alright, I love the artwork on these. Definitely brings out the older vibes. Definitely reminds me a lot of the Indiana Jones films. Let's see. The symbology is pretty easy to see. The numbers are very easy to read. You shouldn't have any problems seeing these. Text, a little bit small, but it's still pretty easy to see. After looking more into the quality of these tiles, I have realized they are not the best quality. They do kind of easily bend, but I highly doubt you're going to be, handling them in your hands anyway. They're most likely, until I find the rules out, and likely that I'm wrong, but my best guess is you're probably going to be just laying these out like this, and that's how you're going to be using them. And if that is how they're supposed to be used, then the fact that they do bend isn't the worst thing in the world, considering you're not going to be handling them that much. And the rest of this seems to consist of just some cards, so let's go ahead and have a look. We've got what looks like some thief cards at the back I talked about. There's some storm. We got some pot shares. Pot shards, sorry. We've got some broken pennants, we've got some broken tablets, and we've got a few tents. I'm assuming that's going to protect you from the storm. Alright. And then we've got some parchment scraps. Yeah, that's right, parchment scraps. We've got some coins. That could be worse in value. We've got some talismans. We've got some broken cups. We've got some maps. And we've got the Pharaoh's Mask. Each of these seem like they're going to be selling in sets, and by the looks of it, the fonts for these are very easy to read. The colors work very well together. That's very nice. Same thing up here. Easy to read font, easy to read numbers. That's very good. And the artwork for these, not the most impressed. I mean, the objects themselves look really well, but the background leaves a lot to be desired. Right? I mean, it's just a background color, or then just like a little image, just some paper. But I mean, it's you don't want to go too hard in the background, because then you can't really see what the subject is. So that makes sense. I do really like how instead of going with the standard black or white borders around these cards, they went with a tannish yellow type. I think that was really good. That makes it stand out a little bit more. So far, those look good. Let's have a look at the rest of these again. So we got these thief cards. I'm assuming these numbers here are going to imply how many players are in the game. It affects how many of these cards are in the game. And the number for the number of players is a bit small. I may have made that a bit bigger, but I can still see that pretty easily. Although some of you who, if you have poor eyesight, you might have a bit of trouble with it. These numbers here, though, for the number of cards that would be in the game, those work fine. Same thing here. And then these are all the same thing. I'm assuming this number is how many of them are actually in the game. Yes, that is correct. Alright, so that is everything you'll get if you obtain Archaeology The New Expedition. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. That means a lot to me. If you want to learn how to play Archaeology The New Expedition, or you want to learn my thoughts on it, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more tutorials, reviews, and unboxings. Thank you all as always so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.